January 2005. Panama's Zane Grey Reef. World-renowned fisherman, artist, and marine biologist Dr. Guy Harvey and his crew are trolling the open waters on a mission to tag black marlin.
We want to find out where these guys go after they come through Panama. Most people's interaction with them is at the other end of a fishing line. I've just taken it one step further. The new technology has allowed us to put a mini computer on the animal, to travel with it, to give us its precise location where it goes.
Guy and fellow angler Bill Shedd are successfully catching and tagging 400-pound marlin when Guy receives a radio communication. Another world-class fisherman, Neil Patrick, is also out fishing marlin, and he's reeling in a whopper. Guy and Bill are intrigued. They decide to sail over, hoping to catch a glimpse of the monster fish. On his boat, Neil Patrick believes he's hooked a world record. He's already put in hours keeping the fighting, leaping marlin on his line.
And it did several jumps where it cleared the water completely, about 2 or 3 feet out of the water. And this fish is 15 feet long, so it was an impressive sight.
Neil makes a momentous decision. Instead of landing the marlin for the record, he wants Guy Harvey to tag it.
Every angler aspires to catching an IGFA world record at some point in their life. For Neil to have given up the chance of possibly getting the 50-pound test black marlin world record was a big thing to give up.
Guy and Bill Shedd pull up alongside Neil Patrick's boat. Guy faces a huge challenge. Beneath the waters, the fighting fish is getting dangerously tired. To tag him safely, Guy has to get the marlin to the boat fast.
When they start jumping, they expend a great deal of energy in a short time, and they get tired very quickly. Often when they're released, they can't swim away in their normal speed, and so they become susceptible to predation, primarily by large sharks.
Guy hatches a daring plan. To bring the marlin in fast as possible, he'll hook it to an additional fishing line. No fisherman's ever done this before. With 2 lines attached, the team can reel it twice as fast, tagging it quickly and successfully releasing it. Guy hopes it'll work, but to do it, he's got to meet this monster fish face to face.
And he says, well, we can't bring Mohammed to the mountain. We'll take the mountain to Mohammed here. He said, look, I'll swim down and attach a second line. And I thought, well, that ain't gonna happen, but you're Guy Harvey, so let's try.
Guy hits the water. He's an accomplished swimmer, but he's no match for a marlin, fish that can easily reach speeds over 40 miles an hour.
And most human beings can't swim at that speed, let alone wearing diving gear.
Swimming down with a line in your hand, 40 feet under the water, trying to catch up to this marlin that's more than 1,200 pounds, that's not an easy thing to do. In fact, that's never going to happen again in the history of fishing.
Guy makes repeated attempts. The effort is exhausting and risky.
Every time I get close to it, previously, she would kick away. Again, all of that is cause for concern because it's sudden movements like that that will cause the line to break if the drag is too high.
He goes for a final try. After fighting for hours, the tired fish is slowing down. At last, 40 feet underwater, Guy approaches the biggest marlin he's ever seen.
Just to be in the company of an animal like that was exhilarating.
Working carefully, Guy attaches the second fishing line by hooking it to a metal clasp connected to Neil Patrick's existing line. The effect, 2 fishing poles leading to 1 fish.
And I'm thinking, it's going to get tight here real quick. And then it did, and the fish just took off ripping, and just all hell broke loose.
Marlin will fight to the death. The team has no time to lose. Working hard, they reel the immense marlin close to the boat to tag it. Success.